Me? I'm conducting some research. If you'd like to know what's in store for this year's Windbloom Festival, well then you should watch the Genshin Impact version 3.5 trailer. Enjoy!
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown?
Oh yeah, more Dainsleif stuff. I totally forgot.
Or for power that you covet?
I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal?
You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I can't take it.
I think that he might have seen you. Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
A cryo harbinger, or whatever it's called. I can't remember its
never
name.
live to remember their fall.
Let's get it on!
Dog shit! Whoa. Oh, the music!
Hi! You're dead meat!
I'll make every effort to navigate us safely and report intel on the enemy. Precision strike! Let's keep going, team!
That's Kale, right?
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Cool. Day has got a fucking epic soundtrack. Oh yeah, that's the code. They haven't changed Tignari's voice. What do you expect? This cinematic was made in like recently. They have to find a voice actor and like have him voice it. They can't do that immediately. The same way that the quest is probably not gonna have a. It's probably gonna be his voice as well. So it's like you can't really expect much. There should be a Vengem emote. There's limited emote spaces. We need more members if we want more emotes.
It was good, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.5 special program. I'm Koidao, the voice of Albedo, chief alchemist of the Knights of Favonius. And today, as you all can see, I am joined by...
Hey, wait, that's my intro. That's what I
Yep.
usually say.
Mhm.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar, the voice of the male traveler, Ether.
What's up, everybody? I'm Amber May, and I voice Dia. And to match Albedo's long and official-sounding title, I'm gonna introduce her as Sumeru's legendary Eremite mercenary, the Flame Mane.
That sounds really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I really like that title.
Thanks, y'all.
And it
It's
just so
short.
happens that
It's
today
alright.
is Amber's first time joining us on the special program.
Yes, and I am super excited to be here. And the little cheapy Dia, she's so cute. I can't wait to go over everything that's coming to version 3.5. I'm so psyched.
Totally, and I know all our travelers
She's
out there are
she's gonna have so
also
much
super
fun
excited,
describing
so
her
why
character.
don't we kick
That's
things
dog
off by
shit.
starting with our first new playable
Pretty
character
good.
for version 3.5.
Yeah.
Dia.
Oh
Woo!
wow!
Starting with
Really?
Dia, let's go!
So much depth.
Yeah. Okay, so it's taken a while, but she is finally here.
That's
It's
right.
taken a
And
while?
even though
Doesn't
she's
look like it.
technically a new playable character, we've already seen Dia in the game for a while now, and she's even become a good friend of ours.
She was pretty active throughout the Sumeru storyline and helped us get through some pretty tough moments. So next, we'll let Amber do the honors and introduce this character for everyone.
Thanks, Zach. As you mentioned, a lot of players might already feel familiar with Dia's character. Even though she might appear carefree and casual, she actually possesses amazing skills and is really professional. She's already made a name for herself as one of the strongest members among the Eremites. And even in the midst of danger, she has an
Oh yeah, true. They have to do a
ability to
fucking
make
lore
others
drop
around
that
her
nobody
feel
cares
safe, you
about.
know?
Right? It seems like no matter what kind of situation
Hello,
we're in,
milady,
as
true.
soon as Dia appears, everybody can relax knowing that we're in good
A
hands.
good woman.
Is that what Dunyarzad feels like having her around? I mean, I wouldn't mind hanging out with Dia all the time.
And now that Dia will be available as a playable character, travelers will have a chance to learn a lot more about her.
Right.
That's right. So let's watch some clips of Dia. You might find that she's a little bit different from your initial impressions. We
Different.
mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays
When
the
they say
most
different, they
is
must
your
mean
boss.
terrible.
Let's get it on! Hi! You asked for it!
Great.
Was that did she have a flip phone? Do they have phones in Sumeru?
No, that's actually her makeup box. She uses it to keep her makeup fresh, you know, even when she's out on the job. In fact, she's always looking for a chance to go shopping for accessories with Candace.
Interesting. So she's got a more, I want to say, refined side to her too? I feel like that's not really a common thing among, merc types, you know?
Yeah, the mercenary lifestyle can be pretty rough, but she's not always on the job. She lets another side of her character show when she's off the clock, you know?
Cool.
Okay, I see. But I'm sure what everyone wants to know now is what her abilities are like in a fight.
Right.
No.
Yeah, did you see her punch stuff?
Dia wields a claymore in combat and carries a pyrovision. She uses fiery attacks to leave enemies smoldering in her wake. Literally
Smolder! I'm the
Fiery.
boulder!
Yeah, just like her.
Totally. In battle, Dia uses her elemental skill to
So much
create
potential?
a fiery sanctum
Nah,
field.
not really.
When an opponent
After
within
you
the
understand
field
how
takes
some things
damage,
work, not that
it'll
much
unleash
potential.
A coordinated attack, dealing
There
AoE
was, if
pyro
you
damage
don't
to
understand
them.
how a skill
Nice.
works,
So,
then you can
looks
assume
this
that
ability
it
will be
works
really
differently.
good for swapping characters
But after I
and
understood how it
creating elemental
works, then it's
reactions.
pretty mid.
Also,
Like,
active characters
working
within
wise.
this field have the
Interesting
resistance
wise.
to interruption increased. And when such characters take damage, a portion of that damage will be mitigated and taken by Dia instead.
She's so brave.
You know, I'm kind of worried that Dia could easily find herself in a tough spot.
Don't worry too much. There's a limit to the amount of damage that Dia can take for her teammates. Besides, when her own HP is low, she can also rely on her own passive talent to recover HP.
Awesome. Sounds like Dia's pretty tough.
And she has boundaries, which is healthy.
Well, she is kind of a legendary mercenary. I think that comes with the job. Alright, let's move on to her burst. When Dia unleashes her elemental burst, she casts her claymore aside and enters the blazing lioness state.
Rawr.
Epic.
While in this state, Dia will use her fists to unleash quick attacks on her opponents, dealing considerable pyro damage. When the skill's duration ends, she will finish it with a stylish flying kick. Ha!
Nice.
Yeah, nice, right? And last but not least, she has an exploration talent. During the day, which is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., the movement speed of party members is increased.
Thanks for telling me what day
that
is.
makes sense, lore-wise, since she's one of the strongest mercenary from the desert. I guess keeping the pace up even under the scorching sun is just another day on the job for her.
Totally. Everyone might be familiar with her strong and bold character, but her closer friends know that after she's had a few rounds, she'll start to get into some more emotional topics. In her story quest, Manticora chapter, the Traveler and Dia work to solve some trouble Dia's mercenary group is facing. In the process, we'll learn more about Dia's backstory and uncover some things that have been buried in the past. Oh, another familiar face, Dunyarzad, will also be making an appearance in the quest. So,
Great.
be sure to look forward to that.
Oh, heck yeah. So when will Dia be available in the game?
Good question. Okay, so event wishes for
Yes.
version 3.5.
Good job,
In
Mahoyo.
the early
Yeah,
part of
put
the new
Mika
version,
on the
both
right
Dia
banner.
and Sino will be available with their own event wishes.
Good
Oh,
job.
and as a reminder to our travelers out there, Dia will not be an event-exclusive character. After the version 3.6 update, which, to be clear, is the one after this upcoming 3.5 update, she will become available in the standard wish. And as for weapons, the 5-star Claymore, Beacon of the Race, will be available in the version 3.5 weapon event wish.
Ooh.
I know.
Bro, she's available in
And,
the standard manner.
Faruzan's very own hangout quest will also be added in version 3.5. So if travelers are interested in getting to know more about one of Sumeru's oldest researchers, then you definitely won't
Bro,
want to
it's
miss
like she's
this.
actually on
In
par
the
with their
hangout,
power. It's actually
travelers will
crazy.
not only be able to see more about the differences between the academia's various schools of thought,
Bro, that's
but
kind of funny.
you'll also get to know
Shit.
more about Faruzan's personality and background.
She is such an interesting character, so I'm sure her hangout will be equally entertaining. Be sure to check it out.
That's like their solution to
will.
her being terrible is
In
just add
version
her onto the standard
3.5,
banner.
travelers can also expect an all-new Archon quest titled Kari Bear, which will continue our story as we search for our sibling. In this quest, travelers
Right.
will not only meet Kaya and Sumeru, but will also be joined once again by our mysterious friend, Dainslet.
It's been a year.
Ooh.
It's nice to see him again, you know?
Oh,
It's been a year.
If I remember correctly, Kaya is also a descendant of Conria. I don't know, I'm just curious what'll happen if, those two meet.
My one
or
true
something.
husbando.
Ooh,
That's
you're
called
right.
cheating. man.
That'll be interesting.
You've said one person is, and now you're
Also,
cheating.
what was it?
Incredible.
Kari Bear? Kari Bear? Isn't that, sounds like the name of a sandwich.
Actually, Kari Bear happens to be the name of a very important role in this storyline,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of events in the story will be unfolding around this character. As travelers progress through the story, we'll learn more about Conria and the Abyss, we'll uncover more about what happened in the past, and even learn some secrets behind the founding of the Abyss Order. Also, travelers will find themselves facing a powerful new Abyss Herald, as well as a new Black Serpent Knight.
That's going to
So
be
be
difficult. The
careful,
ice one is not going to be
Koi.
difficult. The ice one is just going to be
Does
countered by
everything gotta
fire.
sound so
Fire is
scary?
strong, so that guy's
Why
useless.
can't
The
he
rock
be the
guy's probably
Black
hard, though.
Serpent friend?
He's probably going to be tough. A lot of
It just
HP, a
feels
lot
like
of damage.
every time Conria crops up in the story, we learn a
The
little
ice
bit more
fucking
about the
herald is
world
just
up
going to
to
be
back.
dog shit and die
So what
instantaneous
else
to everyone.
can you tell us, Zach?
Fire characters are probably the
I
strongest
can't
in
say
the game.
much more about the story. You're just
So
gonna have to play
GG's to
through
that
it
enemy, eh?
yourself, Koi.
Or
GG's.
maybe
Just
you
play
can
through
just, maybe you can just, whisper it in my ear, like
Oh.
my little chibi ear right here.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, fine. Looks like we have a lot of story content to look forward to in the new version.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Aren't we forgetting something or
code.
someone?
Some
Oh,
crap like that.
nope. I didn't forget. We have a second playable character landing in version 3.5,
Totally
and
forgot
he's
about him.
actually from Mondstadt.
Yes, Mondstadt! Okay, you guys ready? 'Cause we finally made it to Mika.
Woohoo!
I'm not sure if everyone remembers this young member rising through the ranks of the Knights of Avonius, but we have seen him before.
Yeah, I remember he
The
was
strong
the one who
character
read
is
the
young.
Grandmaster's
The one that
letter
will be
during
useful.
Vinelacefest.
Aw, he kind of looks like a little prince. Kind of cute.
Yeah, he does have that kind of
Prince.
vibe.
Man looks like a
And
fucking
since
rodent.
he's from Mondstadt, I think we can let Coit introduce this one.
It would be my pleasure. Mika is currently the Knight's most active cartographer and plays an important role in Eula's reconnaissance company. Even though he lacks social skills like Zack and doesn't appear to be particularly strong, Mika is meticulous in his work and maintains a good working relationship with his colleagues. He's also capable of fully understanding his leader's commands, which is pretty useful.
Yeah.
And his leader is Eula, right?
That is correct. The interesting thing is that he's able to understand Eula despite her awkward way of speaking, and will even assist her with communicating with other units.
Whoa, respect.
Indeed. Over time, Mika has gradually become a very reliable member who could handle a variety of tasks and errands. But why am I telling you when we could just, watch a quick trailer and see what else we can learn about Mika.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer.
Woohoo!
Trailer time.
Let's go.
Verifying our current position, measuring distance to target area. All right, I've recorded the terrain conditions.
Man pulls the fucking Glock out halfway through the combo. He's like, ah, fuck this melee shit. Pull out the gun.
Fire.
Pop, pop.
Leave the wounded to me.
Who gave this child a crossbow? That's what I want to know. I mean, I guess since he was deployed as part of Grandmaster Varka's expeditionary force, it was him. I don't know. But anyway, his exceptional performance helped him gain the Grandmaster's trust, and he even taught him a couple of things. This training no doubt helped Mika develop a certain level of combat prowess, even if he himself wasn't aware of it.
Ooh.
For example, even though swords tend to be the weapon of choice among the Knights of Favonius, Mika uses a spear and a crossbow, which is a result of his combat instruction with Grandmaster Varka. His mentorship and focus on flexibility helped Mika find a combat style that is more suited to a little guy like himself.
Huh, shakes it up a little bit.
Yeah. The Grandmaster seems to think outside of the box, and having a mentor like him will definitely be a big asset for Mika as he continues to grow.
For sure, for sure. All right, let's check out Mika putting his variety of skills to use in combat. As a support role for the Knights of Favonius, Mika has learned a variety of methods for assisting his teammates.
I already
in
know the
combat.
character. I'm not going to really
When he
comment on
uses
this.
his
I
elemental
already know
skill,
the character.
he'll attack the enemy with his
actually, I
crossbow,
don't have an analysis.
increasing his teammates'
Attack speed, physical
and
booster. That's
physical
it.
damage.
Totally forgot that I don't have an
And
analysis for
when
these
he
two
uses
characters.
his elemental burst, Mika recovers
Attack
HP
speed,
for his teammates,
physical
and gives them a
boosting,
special
healing
status
as well.
effect.
Kind of useful.
Wanna guess what
Probably
it
the
does?
most useful character in a while, actually.
Tell us.
This status causes teammates to regenerate HP whenever their attacks hit an enemy.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Mika spends a lot of time working in the wild, and he's developed the necessary survival and adventure skills. When Mika
Should've been
is on
Catalyst?
team,
Meh.
the location of
The lore
nearby
behind it
resources
being spear
unique
and
to
crossbow is kinda
Mondstadt
cool.
will display on the minimap, increasing the team's ability to find necessary resources while adventuring.
Wow. Yeah, I can see he has a lot of support skills.
Yeah, it's always good to have a reliable member on the team.
So, let's talk about the event wishes for the later part of version 3.5. Travelers can expect to see Kamisato Ayaka and Shunhe returning with rerun event wishes alongside Mika. So if you'd like to add Mika to your team, then you definitely won't want to miss this.
Great. We've already covered a lot of content, so let's take a quick break here before we dive into some other version 3.5 reveals.
Sounds good. It's time for another redemption code. Everyone ready? And code incoming!
Redemption code.
This company doesn't know what they're doing. This company doesn't know what they're doing. They even used Yola in the example. I just want to see what the everyone's just oh my god. They just don't know what they're doing. This is like, well, whatever, it is what it is.
Welcome back, everyone.
I'll leave it alone.
Next, we'll be covering the events coming our way in version 3.5. As you can see, the main event.
Oh, that's a nice looking claymore.
The Windbloom Festival.
That's a really nice looking claymore, actually. Wow,
There's
that looks
nothing
great.
like the soft Mondstadt breeze on your face.
So true, so true.
I really like
I'm
that
sure
claymore.
many of you are
Holy
already
crap.
familiar with the festival. With time, it has become an important celebration of freedom and love for the people of Mondstadt. During the festival, people give fresh flowers to the ones they love and follow the important tradition of offering their Windbloom to the Animo Archon. Kale, who's now been cured of Elazar, will once again make her way to this nation of freedom during this romantic and colorful festival.
Aw, I want to
Cool.
go.
Cool. Excited to see her.
Well, it gets spicier because Accompanying her for the trip is Tainari and Sino.
Ooh, interesting. It feels unusual to see them all come to Mondstadt.
Right? It's like all our friends from Sumeru took a field trip. Kale will be playing an important role in this storyline, and upon arriving in Mondstadt, she finds a mysterious prophecy in a book. They must complete the 4 pieces of the prophecy in order to light the lantern of utmost joy and receive
Just
a
lost
supreme
interest.
blessing.
Okay, so I'm assuming this supreme blessing would do something like granting your wish, right?
That's right. In the course of helping Kale find leads about the prophecy, travelers will get to know more about Kale's background and see how she's grown to be the person we know and love. Of course, we'll also be meeting lots of familiar faces throughout the event, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of smiles as we reunite with some old friends.
Right on.
Oh, sweet. Sounds like we'll be making some great memories in this one. Oh, by the way, did you two notice Timaeus standing in the background there? And there's a girl with him.
Nice
Oh
catch.
shit,
How
Timaeus
did you
getting
notice
it
him?
on?
He's
What
got
the
such
hell?
NPC vibes, just
Bro,
kidding.
he's literally
Yes,
the opposite
Timaeus
of
will
Riz.
be
What the
playing an
fuck?
important role in this event, other than
Timaeus
standing
has
too
got
close
the
to the
opposite
crafting
of
table.
Riz.
But as for who the girl standing next to him
Brother,
is,
come on,
we'll
man.
have to play through the story and see.
Ooh.
If they're appearing in an event like Windbloom, then it looks like it'll be a
Oh, they're still blabbering.
romantic story, am I right?
Like I said, we'll see.
Still
Oh,
blabbering,
in
brother.
addition to the festival storyline, the Adventurers Guild will also be preparing some fun events for our travelers to participate in and experience the holiday vibes. There will be 3 available game modes: Floral
It's
Pursuit,
7:30. Yeah,
Ballads of Breeze,
Neko, we do this every
and
single time.
Breezy
Welcome to the
Snapshots.
stream. Hope you're having a great day, but we do this every single time.
Awesome.
We watch the special program every single time.
Ooh is correct. In Floral Pursuit, travelers will need to continuously collect bloom balloons to increase their score. After collecting a set amount of balloons, the next area will unlock, and once you've collected a specific number of bloom balloons in the final area, a ring of pursuit will appear. Touch the ring to leave the area and complete the challenge. And in each area, travelers will also encounter ersatz balloons that pursue you. If you're caught by an ersatz balloon, you will lose 1 pursuit point and be returned to the start point of that area.
So Pac-Man.
Ooh, scary.
Oh, you're kind of
So
playing
we'll
Pac-Man.
probably need to.
Oh, this is
kind
kinda
of
nifty.
Those. And the travelers will be able to
Okay, no,
enjoy
that's kind
Floral
of nifty. You're
Pursuit
kind of playing
in
like a
single-player
first-person,
mode
first-person,
or
third-person
tackle
Pac-Man.
challenges along with their friends in
Wow.
co-op mode.
That's not
Wow. Looks like that'll be fun. What's next?
Well, let me ask
Yeah,
you,
it's
Amber, do you like
Pac-Man.
rhythm games?
bad. Very cool.
Yes.
I
Another rhythm
thought
game?
you
Ugh.
would, because the next thing is a rhythm game. It's called Ballads of Breeze. This time, travelers will be able to choose from 3 different instruments and use their instrument of choice to play through the song challenges.
Nice. And will that actually affect the sound they hear in the game mode?
Yep, the instrument they hold and play will be different.
Ah, cool. I see.
While performing a song, different notes will appear on the screen. When a note falls on the decision line, press the decision line to score points. The amount of points scored will vary depending on your timing, and a rank will be awarded according to the amount of points scored, and you'll be able to claim the corresponding rewards.
Sweet.
Oh, and as with previous iterations of
I
the
know,
game,
it's just not gonna be like
there
the
will be a
Arataki
function to
drumming
calibrate the input delay of your device and adjust the decision line, which will improve the overall experience, just in case you're playing on your toaster. Oh, and for travelers who are interested in getting a little deeper into the game, an editing mode will be available again for players to create their own beat maps,
Doesn't matter if it's not
which
gonna be
can then
permanent.
be shared for
Does not
other
matter if it's not
travelers to
gonna be
challenge.
permanent.
Can't wait. Sounds like fun.
Adding this,
Yeah,
if it-
sounds like a
and
lot of
being permanent
rematches.
doesn't matter in the long run.
You're on.
And finally,
People
we
make maps
have
for them just to be
Breezy
deleted.
Snapshots, which will have travelers once again making use of their trusty camera. Travelers will be given photography targets and will need to travel to the corresponding locations to snap some photos and receive rewards.
Click, click, just for my photo album.
Beautiful. During the Windbloom
Wow.
Festival event, travelers will have the chance to obtain an exclusive 4-star Claymore weapon called Mailed Flower.
Aw, nice. I like
I do
it.
like the look of the
Really
Claymore.
fits the theme.
I'm gonna look up
Right?
its
Yeah,
stats
pretty
after this.
flowers. I love them. I really hope travelers will enjoy all the different games that the event has to offer and join the people of Mondstadt for the festive atmosphere.
What should be
Definitely.
energy recharges?
I can
on
already
Wolf
feel the
like that?
Windbloom's breath.
I just have like a gut feeling it's
Anyway,
gonna be fucking
Next,
energy
we
recharge.
have another event also taking place in Mondstadt called
Spices
from the West Northerly Search.
Just
That's
put
right.
food into a pot.
Some of you may remember
need to
that
use your own
there was a
resources, put your
Sumeru
food in a pot
scholar
and
we
have a good
helped
time, I
once
guess.
when we were in
Not
Liyue.
that difficult.
Apparently, her research gained the
The
attention
only
of
difficult
Lord
part is
Sangamabe,
sacrificing your own resources for nothing.
Dory, and now she's received additional funding. This time, the scholar has come to Mondstadt to find people to assist her research and taste test some special dishes with seasoning.
Oh, if she's got Dory's backing, then she should have all the Mora she'll ever need.
That sounds really nice. So what can we expect this time around?
Right, so the gameplay for this event will be pretty similar to last time. After we
say
start
exactly
creating
the
the
same.
seasoning, we'll need to add
Just
the
say the
ingredients to the
exact
pot in
same,
the right
please.
order by hitting the button as the needle points to the corresponding ingredient.
That's gonna destroy my whole brain.
However, we have a limited amount of attempts, so we need to add all the required ingredients with as few mistakes as possible.
Yep.
Oh no.
More seasoning recipes will gradually unlock throughout the event period.
I'm sure this won't be too hard for travelers that are familiar with cooking their own dishes.
It's exactly
Oh,
what
yeah, I always
Bruh,
cook.
I
I cook
hate
all
that
the
he
time,
said
yeah.
pretty similar.
Sure.
It's
I know
like
what you
a
are.
one-for-one carbon copy of the previous version of it. Don't say
Travelers
pretty similar.
can add their completed seasonings to delicious dishes to obtain fragrant dishes. We can also invite characters to taste test the fragrant dishes in the Serenity Pot to increase their companionship experience. After they taste a dish, we can hear their responses, which will vary based on the character's personal preferences. This will test how well travelers understand each character's personal taste.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt my feelings. You know, because even if it's a fragrant dish, that doesn't mean that every character is going to like it.
Ugh, too much salt. For our next event, we will be heading back to the lands of Sumeru. For those of you who remember the Beast Tamers tournament, this next event is related to that. However, the format will be pretty different from what you might expect.
Mechanicus? Oh,
because
it's
the Wisdom
tower
Orb
defense.
is still in its stages of theoretical research.
Is
it
it?
might be a while before our next competition.
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay,
Theater
but have you
Mechanicus.
considered that I want it now?
No.
I know, but don't worry. To keep discussion alive and the competition fresh in everyone's minds, the organizers have put together a new event to spread the
Yeah,
word.
it's Theater
They
Mechanicus.
purchased the rights to Theater Mechanicus in Sumeru and incorporated some fungi elements to design a completely
Oh, we haven't
new
had Theater
game called
Mechanicus in like,
Fungus
I don't know,
Mechanicus.
since the start of Inazuma.
Seems they're putting a lot
So
of
this is
effort
pretty
into
good.
promoting the competition.
That's right.
So, what'll the rules be like for this event?
I'm gonna tell ya. In Fungus Mechanicus,
Never
we will
mind.
be controlling pieces that look like fungi, aptly named little fungi. Our enemies will be Mechanici, which I'm sure many of you have seen before. The little fungi will automatically attack the nearest Mechanici, and travelers will be able to select the little fungi and control their movement or order them to attack a specific target. During the challenge, we'll need to command our fungi and defeat all the Mechanici to clear the stage and receive rewards.
Hey, wait, did you say we're gonna go up against the Mechanici that we were controlling in the previous Theater Mechanicus event?
What's wrong, Koi, huh? What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? They were our friends.
Look, they're attacking your little fungi now.
Oh gosh, you're right. They need to die.
It's okay. By using Marvelous Jelly, we can let our little fungi unleash their skills. Using
Okay.
these skills at the
This is
right
cool.
moment is the key to achieving victory. Marvelous Jelly will be gradually restored over time, and Plauditory Protection will randomly appear during the challenge, granting an additional amount of jelly.
Looks like we'll need some strategy. Like, you have to plan out every move.
Of your betrayal.
Some familiar
kinda
friends
cool.
from the Beast Tamers tournament will be making an
It's a
appearance
new
too.
release game mode.
Do you guys
right?
remember
That's all it is.
Bongo Head and Twirly Whirly?
Yeah.
Travelers can feed their fungi Marvelous Jelly to interact with them too.
Ooh.
In addition to these events in Mondstadt and Sumeru, the upcoming version will also include the Vibro Crystal Verification Challenge event.
This is a good one.
An engineer from Fontaine has arrived
This
at
is a
the
good event.
outskirts of the chasm to study the harmonic motion between
I'd
gems
say it's a better version
known
of
as
Hyaku
vibro
Nikki.
crystals and collect data in an effort to clear the name of his colleague.
Interesting. So he's helping out a colleague. What happened?
Well, apparently, after completing his vibro crystal research, Patrice returned to his home nation, but came under suspicion for faking his research data.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so now he's found someone to come to the chasm in his place and verify his findings.
Ooh.
Sounds like it isn't easy being an engineer in Fontaine. That's why I stick to beating up bad guys.
Nice.
Yeah, from the sound of it, we're still gonna have to fight here, too. In this event, travelers can connect transmitter and receiver crystals and attempt to produce various effects that will allow you to defeat your foes with ease. Score points during the challenge, and you will be awarded medals based on the score and receive the corresponding rewards.
Whoa, okay. So there's a lot going on here with the
Not a lot.
crystals and effects. Can you give us
You got
more
like
details?
3 crystals.
Sure thing. I know it might sound a little complicated at first, but honestly, it's not too tough once
It's
you get
not.
the hang of it. The various
blue to
effects
yellow,
are basically
done.
buff effects that we can receive
You
during the
connect more than
challenge.
one blue to a
And
yellow.
these effects are triggered
and
by
boom, you get
combining
different levels of it.
transmitter and receiver
Literally just
crystals.
mathematics.
Transmitter crystals are the conditions for triggering the buff effect, and receiver crystals are the buff effect that occurs once those conditions are met.
Oh, okay. I think I got it.
Yep. And to conduct the
1 + 1
experiments,
equals 2.
travelers will need to assemble 2 teams of characters, as well as
Oh
the
no, that's like the
corresponding
bane of all
vibro-crystal
Genshin
harmonic
players'
schema.
existence, dude. Creating 2
Travelers
teams.
will
Oh
then
no,
carry
no
out
Genshin
2
player
rounds
has
of
2 teams.
combat,
They'll like build 1
and
character.
for
Oh
our newer
no.
players out there,
Oh, you've
there's
already
no need
failed
to
everyone.
worry.
They don't
The
have
event will
2
also
teams
provide
of
trial
characters.
characters
Oh,
to
for
assist
fuck's sake.
everyone in completing the challenge.
People don't build
Oh,
characters,
nice.
man.
It looks
It's
like
crazy.
this event will also be awarding different tiers of medals.
In that case, I'll aim for...
The highest tier?
The garbage can?
No. Just aiming for participation rewards. Yeah.
I like my suggestion. Anyway, Amber, what else is there?
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, version 3.5 will also be featuring the classic Leyline Overflow event, which will give travelers the chance to stock up on character experience books and more. I'm sure many of our viewers are pretty familiar with this event. It's super helpful for those who are looking to level up your characters, so be sure not to miss it.
All right, switching gears. In version 3.5, a limited time heated battle mode
Oh,
will be
Kokomi.
available in Genius Invocation TCG.
Are they adding Kokomi,
which will
Eula,
feature
and
some special
Kujo?
rules.
Nice. So, what are we looking at here?
Basically, this mode will be all about reducing the cost of elemental dice. So, the number of elemental dice required to
question
play
is,
the
who's still
first
playing
card
this
from your
fucking
hand
game?
every round will be
This game mode,
reduced
sorry.
by 2.
I don't think anyone's still
Also,
playing it.
the number of elemental dice required to use the first character skill each round will be reduced by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, from the sound of it, the pace of the game will be much faster.
Yeah, I like it. I hope all our Genius Invocation fans will enjoy it.
Last but not least, we have a system-related update. I think you'll like
yes,
this
I've
one.
seen this.
After the version 3.5 update, the game will be adding additional rewards for completing Archon quests.
Yep.
Upon completing each Archon quest, travelers will receive 1 Intertwined Fate, along with a variety of other rewards.
Yeah.
Once the update is complete, travelers can view the tour guide feature in the Adventurer's Handbook to claim the corresponding rewards.
Yay!
Simply
More
put, you
intertwined
get
fate.
those rewards
And
for
just
every
don't
Archon
forget to
quest
claim
in
it after
game
the
that you
version
have
update.
completed.
I kind of do
Simply
that
put,
sometimes.
I think it's like
And
20 something
with
rewards.
that, let's get to today's last redemption code.
Redemption code, sounds good.
Eula TCG card, but no Eula. It's honestly the biggest scam I've ever heard of. SB8UJ987NH8V. I'll be honest with you, literally Eula not being rerun there has made me not interested in this patch at all. The Archon quest will do it, 100% play through that, but just no Eula means I don't care. I just don't care. It's simply put how it is. It's not really that it's like I'm a Eula fanboy, but it's more so that it's just like Shenhe and Ayaka are not the characters that need a rerun right now. Shenhe, yes, but not Ayaka. Ayaka could have been pushed back 1 patch, 100%. I think Eula Shenhe would have been a much better combination to rerun instead of Ayaka. Right? Ayaka is literally a cryo DPS. There's no physical on her. Shenhe can be a physical, but it's just
I can't believe
twisted.
how fast that went. Like, we're already at the end of today's program.
And I'm thankful that we are at the end.
No, the whole thing just flew right by.
Good.
Yeah, it really did.
Great.
So, Amber, how did you enjoy being on the special program?
I absolutely loved it. Like, I'm so hyped for this new version. I'm hyped for Dia and Mika, and I'm a little biased, but yeah, I'm pretty hyped for Dia. She looks
Has many
super
events? No.
strong, and she just
I'll explain
looks
in
like
just
she
a second.
kicks butt, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited for all the new storylines, and yeah, I think it was a good idea to bring me on.
Oh my gosh. I am simultaneously
See, I'm
really
funny.
impressed and kind of livid.
Y'all
How
love
dare
me.
you?
It was
Wrap
so
it up.
good.
Go on, wrap it up, boys.
I'm really excited for the little fun guy. What? I am.
We all love the fun guy, too.
Yeah.
Fun guy?
Yeah.
And also, there's a lot of cool new story content coming up, like Faruzan's Hangout,
so much.
and Dia's story
Wrap
quest,
it up.
and
Wrap
also
it
the
up.
whole Dainsliv Conria thing. That's gonna expand the world of Tevat.
That's right.
I'm pretty excited for all that stuff. What about
Yeah.
Windbloom?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, I'm
come
super
on,
excited
boys,
for all
wrap
the
it
Windbloom
up.
events. And Dia and Mika, of course. I know the rhythm game is coming back, so that'll be super fun, even though I am horrible at it.
Oh, that's okay. I'll teach you.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I need some help. But I love rhythm games. I'm just not great at them. But yeah, no, it was awesome to have you both here on the special program, and I hope everyone will enjoy all the new content coming our way in version 3.5. See you all in game. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
They did. They don't even get the goodbyes out. Oh, dude. Alright, that's that. That's the end of that one. Just to quickly, because I want to look up that weapon on just to look up its stats. The reason it feels like it has a lot of events is because a lot of them are just jam packed into Windbloom. Or like Windbloom has like 4 of the game modes. It has the library one. It has the rhythm one. It has the. There was another one there. But they're all just jam packed in Windbloom, the same way that they're all jam packed in Lantern, right? But it has like 4 events as per usual. It has Windbloom, it has Spices, it has the Fungi, and then there was one more I can't fucking remember. Most of this just was bullshit. This whole fucking thing was bullshit. I thought they made a very good choice when I didn't see Mika on the Sino Daya phase 1. But then they make a fucking flop of a mistake putting no Eula. I'll be honest with you, Mika is only good on Eula. Like, you can use Mika on other characters, but Mika is pretty much made for Eula. To not have a rerun with Eula means Mihoyo doesn't know how their game works, or they are literally the greediest company on the planet. They are just the greediest company on the planet. But let's do a quick recap of what I can remember. I can't remember a lot of it because a lot of it was just drivel, but from what I can remember, the first phase is going to be, or rather, the most important thing we have is an Archon quest that involves Dainsleif. We're going back to the chasm, it seems, and we're going to have essentially 2 new enemies involved with that. We're going to have the big axe guy, and we're going to have the ice guy. The ice guy is easy because he's ice, and ice gets killed by fire, and fire is lucrative. And the rock guy is probably going to be tough because he's going to have like quintuple the HP of a Mirror Maiden, as well as also deal a lot of damage, but mainly the Dainsleif Archon quest is very important. That's very good. We haven't seen him in over a year. After that, we have the banners. Phase 1 is going to be Daya and Sino, which is fine. There's no problem with that. Sino getting a pretty early rerun, in my opinion. I think that's pretty early, but that's all, again, it's fine. And then who was after that? It was Mika then in phase 2 with the 5 stars being Ayaka and Shenhe, which is a disappointment because neither of them are physical and neither of them are physical main DPSs. You know, Shenhe can be a physical, but she's a support, a cryo support at that. So they kind of put like the 2 best cryo like DPS and supports together as 5 stars, but the 4 star that's launching is a physical. It's kind of weird because Shenhe supports Ayaka incredibly, but Mika is the new launch, which is fucking ridiculous, but regardless, that's that. We have Windbloom, which is just another great event, a lot of rewards to be gotten, because it's Windbloom, music thing, Pac-Man game mode, probably some other stuff that I've forgotten because it was just forgettable. The new weapon that you get in the Windbloom, I'm looking at it right here, it's a Claymore Elemental Mastery substat. Ability is within 8 seconds after the character uses a skill and it hits an opponent or triggers an elemental reaction, the character's attack and elemental mastery will be increased by 12% and 48 respectively. So 12% attack, 48 elemental mastery at R5, that will be 24 and 96. So actually not a bad Claymore for something like a Daya, I guess. Who else could this Claymore be useful on? I can't even remember half the characters in the game. Claymore Elemental Mastery characters. Day is going to be the biggest one. Let me just sort by Claymores here really quickly. I know you guys can't see. I do apologize. You can probably chuck that on a Diluc and it would be fine. there wouldn't be any problem with Diluc using this. That's about it though. Probably maybe a Chongyun. Probably maybe. If you want to run like a supercharged Beidou, you could probably do that, but that's that. Then the next event was some other stuff like Theater Mechanicus, but just fungi. They kind of changed it up a bit. It's not that important. After that, I just literally the most another forgettable patch except for the Archon story. That's really all that's important from that that special program is the story. I think everything else will be pretty forgettable. Dea sucks, Mika's pretty good, but he's on the wrong banner, and you're not getting a good character alongside it for the 5-star variant. So it's going to be one of those trap situations where you're going to want to roll for the 4-star, but you don't want a 5-star, and so you're going to roll on it, and you're going to get the 5-star, and you're not going to want it, and you're not going to get the 4-star. Essentially, it's going to be a pretty shitty situation for most people, in my opinion. But that's that, really.